Hello, dears. Good morning. Able to hear my voice and able to see the screen? Please convey me if it is all clear. Okay. Hello, Shivani. How are you, dear? Okay. Hello, Nikesh. I'm fine, dear. And how are you both? All right. So let's start today's picture. So let me tell you what we are. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Shivani. Okay, so let me tell you what we are going to do today. So today we are going to make a winter scenery, okay, a winter based scenery. And we are planning to draw a bridge over here and a very snowy area with a lot of snow stuffs here and there, and a lamp maybe we can draw, and some trees we can draw, and that bridge is passing through a road or something like that. We can fill the picture, okay, and maybe the sun or a moon, whatever. Okay, so let's start with the sketching part. And since it is a winter scene, as I said, mostly we will be using blue, white and gray color and black for shading. So gray color, you have to mix white and black together. So we will do it together. So we need a little bit palette also for mixing. If you already have gray shade in your what do you say, in your watercolor or poster color, totally fine, you can use it. Okay, okay, so let me start. Okay, so keeping the paper in portrait mode today, and start sketching. Okay, so let me know, like, yeah, first let's do sketching together. You can also follow with me or you can observe and slowly do with me. Okay, so let me start. So initially I'm going to start with the bridge. Okay, so as I said, here's a bridge, a walkway, not a big bridge, a small one, just to cross a small river. So let's start. So initially I will separate the paper into two halves, upper half and lower half, maybe through the middle or a little bit down, gently with a horizontal or wavy line, and make it very light because anyway we are going to overlap it mostly with the bridge and all. Okay, so let me start. Okay, so almost from here we can start with a very nice semicircle like this. And when we are doing sketching part, initially we should do it as light as possible so that the pencil marks will not be there when we do something. Okay, and now serious, I will be leaving a little bit space here. Okay, almost this much space, and from here again I will start a semicircle just like the before, but gently we will be merging it to the this line. You know why? Because it is like we are showing the depth or the width of the bridge. Okay, so when we go under this bridge, this side, this much part or the wall is visible. Here it will not be visible, and it is all about perspective. Which perspective we are having a look. Okay, that's it. So just do this much now. And maybe we can add some irregular lines because it's a lot of snow covered area. So simply I'm adding a little bit a curvy line or rough line over here, and again on the top. Okay, from here. So if you are still doing it, pause the video. Okay, no rush, do it slowly. And from here we will again add a little bit curvy line this way, and I will come to here. Okay, so this is the our bridge part actually, and it is covered with snow. That's why we have added a layer on the top. And here also I'm connecting with the an irregular line. It's quite easy to draw. Now we have to add one more layer on the top and make it as light as possible because we are going to fill this with white paint. So we don't need an outline, I think. Let's see how it comes. Anyway, now, as of now, we will be making it so light. Now from here again, I will add one line till here. Okay, almost my paper is about to finish. This side I don't have space. If you have space, no worries, let it be. No need to make it too wide and finish it over there. We can add some trees or something to adjust, okay? So this was one line. Now from here, okay, now we are going to draw that path of on through the bridge. So now what we will do, I will be starting somewhat from here, okay, very little bit down. We'll make one more line and touch this line, and from here let's make this way until where you want. Okay, so this is for the path, and from here it's again another path. Again it should get wider as you come closer. Okay, it should be narrow over here, and as you come closer it should get wider. All right, so this is one side of the bridge and this is the another side of the bridge. So over this part also some snow should be there. So we are again adding just like this much layer. We are adding to there also and let it go that way. So if you have more space on this, just go and connect until the edge of your paper. Okay, so here is our the first line which we have drawn. Now we can erase all the lines over here because these all lines are covered already by our object or the bridge, but this part is still there, so we will darken that. And here also some area can be visible, so I will darken that also. Okay dears, got it clear? So those who are still doing, just pause the video and continue when it's done. Once it's done, never start on the go itself, or else you will miss some elements or you will be in a rush and make the picture not so good. So better pause the video, finish it, compare it, make it better, and then go for the next step. So here is my river starting. Okay, so my river is coming from somewhere far away and going through here. So what we will do, we will just add another wavy line till here. Okay, and from here also. And for this also, just like the rod, this also should go a little bit wider as we go, but not this much. Okay, it should be like a straight path going. So let's make it a little bit wider only, not too wider. And now, as I said, maybe we can add a lamp post here. Okay, because this area looks wide and in the center of our picture. So let's make, okay, and in case if you want to do it here or anywhere, just go ahead, no problem. Okay, this is just a reference picture, we can make it anywhere you like. So can I start dear? So I will be making it almost this length. Okay, this is the length I'm planning to do. So I will start from here. So this is for my the lamppost top part, that main part where the light is there, and then a very lengthy part will be there that we can do later. So I will make it like a triangle, a very simple one we can do, not a complex one. Maybe one session we can do a lamp only with watercolor. Okay, we can do. Okay, so I'm making a simple one now, making a triangle, leave a nice gap exactly in the middle, add one horizontal line. Again, those who are still doing, pause the video and do it slowly. Now from here, okay, this point or the edge, no problem. Make a nice curvy line and connect like this. Can you see? Like a wavy line here. Same over here also. And one through the middle also. Did you see like an S shape? Now again pause the video if you are still doing. After that I will add a nice rectangle box below that. Then another rectangle box below that. Another rectangle box below that. Okay, this much. After that I'm using a ruler and make nice two lengthy vertical line, and don't make it too thick, it should be too thin only. Again connecting the corners, connecting the edge point, make it like a triangle here also. And dear, in case if you feel to add something better design for your lamp post and all, just go ahead, okay? There is no limitations, nothing. You don't have to make it same way. You can also add something on the top also. Okay, if you like to add something on the top also, add something on the side also, add some design also. Whatever comes in your mind, it's yours now. Okay, maybe on the base also you can add more design. I'm leaving it to you. Okay, I'm making the base a little bit more wider like this way. Okay, this will be my lamp. You can add anything to your lamp to make it better. And I'm adding another line this way for the base part. So our picture is almost done. Now maybe what else we can add? As I said, some trees can be added. If you have a lot of space here, add some trees. And just notice it is a very heavy winter period, and then during the heavy winter periods all the trees will not have any kind of leaves and all. Okay, so just make sure you're not going to draw a brown and green tree when you're drawing the winter scene. That is a part of spring trees. So in winter, during winter, all the trees will be very dark and dull, like will not have any leaves on it. So just keep in mind and then start doing. So I will add one tree here. But the shape of the tree you can decide. So I'm just simply making some branches like this. So for the tree, as I said, add only branches, no need of leaves or any green parts we don't want, okay? Just some dry sticks. You can add as many branches, it's fine. You can decide the shape of the tree also. Okay, however you want. If you have a full space here, make a nice big tree, but only branches. So since I don't have space, I'm completing it by like a side post. Not side post, like a half part of the tree only, not too much. And also one more thing, dears, whenever we are drawing trees, try to keep the branches little bit slanting like this, not straight like this. Okay, many times I see kids doing like that. Don't use the horizontal way to draw the branches. Every branches should be starting from here and trying to go up like that. But still it's not going vertical because there are branches here also. So it should not touch it and it's going a little bit farther away without disturbing the branches above it. So it should go always like a little bit slanting way. If you have trees around your home, just have an or just observe and you will find it. Okay, so one more tree I'm drawing behind this bridge. Like a tiny one, not so big one. And the base also we are adding some snow to cover. Some random branches. However you want, you can make it. Okay, I'm just trying to make it this way. Okay, so the picture part is completed. Now, one more thing, we will just do it here only. Maybe our moon. Yeah, moon or the sun, we can do painting directly. But this part, dears, this part for the some detailings of the bridge, we have to draw some stone connections like this. How I will make? Okay, so let's do like this. Okay, so just add some horizontal lines like this. Okay, simply add some horizontal lines, but not so perfect lines. Okay, just irregular, and you can make it a little bit wider also. No need to make it so tiny parts and all. And now I'll start from here. I'm just adding some irregular shapes inside it, like rectangle only, but I will not be doing it so perfect. Can you see this? Okay, and the next one you are making, it should be like, see, in between these two gaps are there, right? Between two stones there's a gap, so that should be the center for the next one. Like this way you have to make. Got it? And it's totally fine if you leave some gaps between the stones, and it's totally fine whatever the length and width of the stone, it's all fine, but try to keep this way. So the next layer I will start from here. Okay, do it slowly. Any doubt, just ask me in the chat and post the video and do it slowly. Okay, no rush. I'm adding it on either side. All right, so one side filling is completed. Now we have same over here also. We have the same wall on this side also. So here also we will process the same technique. How? Add some irregular horizontal lines, then fill some stone in between. And it's very limited space. So don't try to reduce the size, just try to reduce the number. All right. So our picture part is completed. Now here we need a moon also, moon or sun also, a circular line we have to draw. I'm not drawing it. Maybe we can directly do while painting, or else that pencil marks will be there. Will not be nice. So better, let's do this way. So just pause the video, dears. If you're still adding any element to your picture, please go ahead. You can add more trees. So fill your paper with the elements. Any elements you can repeat, no problem. Whatever comes in your mind, please add into this picture, but it should be beautiful. Okay. So that's it. Now, those who are still doing the sketching, please pause the video. Those who have done with the sketching, get ready with the painting set. So the colors we need is light blue mainly. You can use poster colors or watercolor or whatever material, totally fine. And after that we need little bit of gray shade and white, also a main thing. We have to apply white for, or you can leave these spaces in plain white color, or you can fill with paint also. It's totally fine. Okay, however you are comfortable, totally fine. And yeah, first we will anyway start with the light blue. So if you have a palette, you can use that to mix the color, because even though it's poster color I'm using, I'm not going to fill a lot of, not going to take a lot of thick blue. I want it to be a little bit watery and light. So what I will do, I will take some paint, add some water, making it light, and I'm using a small point brush. So here we are starting. Okay, so I will be making a nice circle initially with my brush. And this is for my sun. Okay. The remaining places. Okay, so we will start with circular strokes only. Just some more circular strokes I can add around it. Fill it, of course. Maybe with white we can give some shadings and all at last. So I'm simply coloring over the lamp also, except this space. This space we have to color something else. Make it a little bit bigger, okay dears, initially, so that if you need some correction also, you can correct it to inside. We can give a proper correction later. Then it is fine. If it is smaller also, totally fine. Okay, so now let's start. Simply covering up the sky. And also no need to cover until the bottom part completely. I'm just covering up until here only. And also I'll be using this dabbing technique a little bit. Can you see this? Even though we are using dabbing technique, but this edge should be properly blended with these two textures. Here we have used some circulars, strokes, and here we are going with some dabbing. So make sure both are fine. and I'll be adding a little bit water here, and we'll wash the brush there. So I will get very light blue, maybe a little bit more I will add. See, so light shade of blue I got it, and I'll use that color to fill the remaining part a little bit to blend. Okay, dears, able to see like this. So it's not like completely covered with blue or not completely covered with white. Okay, now again with water I will just fill until the top part of the snow covered region. So it's like the very light blue we have made, and that's it. Again picking this blue. Okay, this is the proper pure color. This is the mixed color with water, and this is the washed color of brush. Okay, so this is the lightest shade we have. So now we are taking this shade. So it's all same blue only, but according to the different shades we are using, we are making it as 1, 2, 3 and all. Serious, just with this color and with a small tip brush, I'm just giving some shading onto the snow here, and it's spreading and it's totally fine. Just make sure no white gaps anywhere. That's the only thing we need to be focused. Okay, that's part is done. And also dear, see, this is also the continuation of the sky, this gap. Okay, so the same color you need to fill here also. Don't miss it. The same color. Don't color it with a different shade. It will look awkward. So do it properly. Again, picking this color and filling a little bit here. Now this is all the starting of the land area. Okay, so what I will do here, all I will be using this shade of blue. The sky we have used the lightest shade of blue, and randomly here shadings, some shadings here. Can you see? Just giving some shadings here and there. Okay, I hope it's clear for everyone. I'm just trying to finish that painting. Yeah, let's not finish. We need it anyway. Okay, so the remaining paint, you can use it on the water. Okay, but on the bottom part only, okay dears? And gently as it go up, use your proper color. Okay, slowly getting into darker shades. And give a nice shading on the edges. Pause the video wherever you are lagging behind. Pause the video and do it, okay? No rushing. So again, after doing this much part, I will be switching to a watercolor palette and getting my dark blue shade. This dark blue, I want it on this side, the starting part of the river. Okay, almost till here. I will be gently applying a patch like this. And after that, dears, don't forget to wash your brush properly and gently spread it, smudge it, and gently make that gradient effect like light dark blue to light blue. That effect should be there. And also towards this part, only our few very light blue is there, but you can give some lines like this using the dark blue. And another important thing is make sure the edges are properly filled, no any white spaces. So no need to completely cover the land and sky with blue only. Just leave some white gaps here and there. That would be beautiful. And so that's all about our blue shade. Next is our black. Oh, no, black, gray shade. Okay, so making the gray shade, I want you guys to get a lot of white initially. Okay, so here I have a palette. I'll be making it a little bit different because I already have a palette with a white meant to make gray. Okay, so this piece of white I'm using only to make gray. So how I will do is I will take a little bit of black from another palette and I will mix it here completely. So it's a lot of white in it. So if you have only white, I mean one palette of watercolor, don't mess your white like this because I have a lot. That's why I'm doing like this way. What you should do is take white from your palette or the bottle into another section or a palette, and into that you have to add black. Okay, so like this you will get a shade of gray. If you need more darker, add black to this. Apart from that, never take black first and start adding white. It will be a lot of time it's going to take. Okay, and wastage of lot of paint also. So now let me start. So with the gray color, simply cover your bridge, this part of your bridge. Those who are still with the blue part, please finish it slowly, pause the video, and then only come to the gray part. It's okay if you cover the lamp stand also. Why? Because we are going to color that with black. Now again, the same gray color I will apply over the other side of the bridge also. Right, dears, I hope it's going well. How it is for you, let me know. Let me just cover this part of my river. Okay. Okay. All right, so that area is completely covered. Now maybe for the for our lamp post also, maybe you can apply this gray color and we can give some shading nicely with the black color. It will be even beautiful, more realistic and all. Okay, just give it a try. Just experiments. If we didn't like, we can change it, no problem. Okay. Now, yes, now again, we need to mix a lot of white into it or lot of water into it and make it even lighter. And what we have to do is just fill the pathway also. The pathway edge should be proper. Don't go beyond that. Gently, you can use horizontal, flat brush also here, no problem, if you have a lot of space. So according to your space and requirement, you need to pick the brush and brush size. Okay, if your picture is too tiny, you can't take big number of brushes. You should choose the smaller ones. Now, next step. Okay, by this much, we have almost covered the gray part. And see dears, again I'm picking some black and gonna mix with the white to get some darker gray shade. And I'll pick that with some darker gray. Okay, it should be darker than the previous shade. And gently fill all those, not all those, random stones we have drawn. It's up to you after drawing if you feel like filling full is nice or a little bit part is nice or random stone is nice. However you feel comfortable, go ahead. So here I'm just applying it on all stones randomly, like not completely. And this side also I'm not going to completely cover, random just here and there. Okay, like this way. Now again, taking the darker part, darker gray, gently give some shade to the edges. Okay dears, maybe you can pause the video after doing this much and just wait for yourself to complete. Okay dears, see like this, you need to give a shading to the edge of this pathway. And how we are shading, see, like a certain lines only, strokes of lines, but make it using a darker gray. Some shades on here also, but don't completely cover. Okay, don't completely cover. Random shades, that's what we need. And don't, these shades should not go to the outside part also. Finish. Now we need black. So get your black. Use a small point brush. It is not a big one. And also, apart from this, you may use your marker also. Totally fine. First part I'm going to fill is this white section remaining, or the bottom part of the bridge. Neatly cover with the black color. Okay, next is our lamppost. Okay, so the lamppost also I'm just applying it on this side. If you find it difficult, you can completely cover the lamppost with black, no problem. I'm shading it on one side only. As I said, guys, if you want to do it fully, it's totally fine. Then all the trees we have done also should be in black. Very carefully fill it without much lines, or make sure all the paint below is dried, or else it's gonna be spreading and making a mess and our picture will be completely spoiled. So be very careful, okay viewers? Okay, so that part also completed. Still, yeah. So now I will change the brush into a small point brush for the black one. So I'll be picking some more black color, and serious, we have to make sure these points, these edges and everything should be completely covered properly, not like just filling, not like that. You should be adding it towards the edge also to meet the outline, to make the outline without any white sections. So continue it until here. Okay, and maybe you can add some lines here also till this way, and similarly here also. Okay, this way. And plus our this stone also, you can give a nice outlining like this, but again not for everything, randomly. Not every line need to be outlined. See, like this, a little bit thicker way you can outline randomly here, some 1/3 side only, no need to completely cover. But see, if you feel like completely covering will be more beautiful, go ahead that way also. Some area I'm making a little bit thicker for that gaps. Some area I'm just outlining this part only. Okay, this way. Same process on this side also. See, once we start doing the black, how the picture is turning. This black is really nice. And I'm applying some more shadings to this pathway also. So I will just make this part a little bit more clear, because we should not feel like this is continuation of this. It should be felt like this is the pathway and this is the stone. So maybe I will adjust a little bit things to like this, so that I will get a feeling like this is the pathway and this is for the bridge, wall of the bridge. Okay, so guys, we are almost done. Now something is left over here. So I have a feeling like this part is still looks so white. So I will be just adding some blue here to make it a little bit lighter. I'll continue that shade over here with certain lines. And after that, what we have to do is, yeah, inside this part of our bulb also, maybe with blue color, again, you can put a circle and fill the sides. And outlining can be done. And after that, the white paint. So wherever any white gaps are there, just completely fill it, cover it up. After that, we have to add some snow for the entire picture. So this part, I would suggest you, if you've got acrylic paint, you can directly take and apply. Or if you have correction marker, this whitener pen, you can use that. Or with a very thick, proper proper poster color or anything, however you can use. So here I'll start with my poster color. So I will take a brush and I'll not use any water to use this white paint. Okay, use a clean brush, and with the white paint I will start filling over the side of our moon. But again, dears, we have already painted black here, so be very mindful when you are doing such steps. You should not graze over this and make a mess. Then your white paint will turn into gray. You don't want that. You can fill the moon, wherever you feel you can apply. And maybe for that snow part, I will be using my correction pen, the whitener, because it will give a thick white color, just like acrylic paint. And those who are still using the poster color, you can apply that same color here also. Those who are using the acrylic paint also, you can use that color here. Maybe on the top part of this tree also you can apply that kind of snow settled on the tree branches. like this. We can apply some snow here, there, and all. Maybe on the top part of the lamp post also, some snow can be settled. Wherever you want, please apply, and also maybe some dots here and there, like the snowfall. And wherever, if you have left an outlining, you can do that now. You can do it with your brush or any marker. Okay. And finally, our last step, sign your picture and mark the date. Alright dears, so I hope you all have done it properly. If you have or haven't, no problem. You can share your picture with me. And if you want any suggestions or corrections, please do it and let me know. And share your pictures on our group. And if you have any painting works also, please try to complete it. And add any extra elements also when you want to. If you want to add any extra elements also, please go ahead. So that's it. Our picture part is completed. So that's it, dears. Take care and see you tomorrow.